Young and Restless early spoilers June 9th to 13th. Billy Flynn debuts and Claire's contagious. So on Wednesday, June 4th, we've got Nick Newman, Joshua Morrow, telling Phyllis Summers, Michelle Stafford. He got an invitation from the mystery man and he's going to be headed over to France with the rest of the family. And she tells Nick that Amanda Sinclair, Miss Hale Morgan, tried to get her a meeting with Dumas in D.C., but he was already gone to Europe. So Phyllis insists that she has got to meet this guy. She's got this big plan to do business with him. Nick thinks this is a terrible idea. They know nothing about him but that it's trouble. And Phyllis seems to be looking for trouble. Nick is worried about protecting Chancellor and protecting his mom Nikki as the CEO of Chancellor. And Nick tells Phyllis he would protect her too if she would let him. So it's like a Charlie Brown parent. Like she doesn't hear anything he said. Instead, Phyllis asked Nick if she can catch a ride on the Newman jet so she can go see Summer Noonan, formerly Alison Lanier. But then she's texting Amanda to get her an invite to the party that is in France. Jack and Diane's investigation and Claire's health scare on Young and the Restless. So, Jack Abbott, Peter Bergman, and Diane Jenkins, Susan Walters, are ready to leave for Europe, and Jack thinks they probably should drop in on the mystery man's party. Diane agrees and said she already adjusted their itinerary to make it happen. They just feel like they want to go find out what all the fuss is about. And Jack is concerned because Billy Abbott, Jason Thompson, got an invitation as well. Claire tells Kyle Abbott, Michael Mealer, that Het Dad, Cole Howard, J. Eddie Peck, is doing quite badly. He is weak. He's frail, but is stubbornly refusing to see a doctor. Claire is quite worried, but she's heading back to work. And when Kyle tries to kiss her goodbye, Claire turns her head. She's worried she's contagious because of Cole. So, is Claire contagious? Maybe. You know. Kyle's dilemma and Billy's obsession in Young and the Restless spoilers. So, Kyle talks to Jack and Diane and catches them up on Cole. They worry that Kyle might get sick, and he thinks that his grand gesture did not impress Victor Newman, Eric Braden. But Kyle hopes that Claire's granddad will accept his offer. And then he reassures Jack and Diane he is not selling his soul to the devil. If you remember, it was break her heart and I'll give you $5 million and leave town. That was his offer. Billy prods Adam Newman, Mark Grossman, about the bad publicity he knows he's planning to throw at him, and they spar verbally until Sally joins and Chelsea Lawson, Melissa Claire Egan, tells the guys to cool it down. Billy and Sally step away and Chelsea confronts Adam about continuing to go after Billy with Newman Media. Adam says he needs a scandal, real or made up, to distract Victor and the other Newmans away from Billy, and he was hoping something might come of Dumas. But Adam is annoyed. Everybody got an invite from the guy but him. Young and the Restless. Sally tells Billy to stay. He thinks it's a slap in the face, but Chelsea's glad and she wants him to stay home and forget about all that. Billy, meanwhile, tells Sally about the party invitation and says he has got to find out what's going on. Billy plans to leave town right after the Abbott.com launch, which Sally thinks is the absolute worst time to go, that you can't just launch a new company and then take off because the post-launch period is so serious. She tells Billy this is more of his Victor obsession, and Sally says, "Look, just let Jack and Diane go and see what's what and then you'll find out." Billy suggests they delay the launch for 30 days. He tells Sally they'll have a better lay of the land once they see what Dumas has planned for everybody, since all the powerful people of Genoa City were invited, which is true. Victor's plot and Victoria's discovery. Young and the Restless Thursday spoilers. Thursday, June 5th. Victor is still plotting to ruin Kyle. And of course, we heard Nikki ask Victor to accept Kyle and Claire as a birthday gift for her. But it sounds like he is not going to do it. Victor may take Kyle up on that $5 million offer and then get to scheming again. Poor Claire. Right when she's so worried about her dad, she's got Victor back to being himself. Lily Winters, Crystal Khalil, makes Nate Hastings, Sean Dominic, a promise on Thursday. Obviously, it's about being careful when she heads over to France and to make sure that his brother Damien Kane, Jermaine Rivers, doesn't wind up collateral damage and whatever's going on. And he's already gotten fired, but he's got a job at Winters, so that's not that big of a deal. Victoria Newman, Amelia Heinley, discovers something upsetting. I'm guessing it's about Cole because on Wednesday, Claire said her dad was refusing to see the doctor. So by Thursday, maybe Victoria made him go to the doctor or she found him unconscious or something. Either way, I'm betting Cole's going to be in the hospital ASAP. Phyllis's provocations and Mariah's past. Young and the Restless Friday spoilers. Friday, June 6th. Phyllis and Sally make life difficult for Billy with their bickering. He told Sally he is going to go to France. And I wonder if Phyllis is letting him know that she's going. Also, I do think that she's trying to provoke a reaction from Sally and Billy. Plus, on Friday, Mariah Copeland's, Cameron Grimes, past worries her. We are back to Tessa Porter, Kate Fairbanks, not knowing about Mariah's drunken mistake that could ruin her marriage. This plot, it just has been resurrected when it seemed to be forgotten. Young and the Restless. Genoa City's power players converge in Nice, France. The week of June 9th through the 13th, the power players in Genoa City converge on Nice, France to meet the mystery man at the end of this week, and we're going to find out his true identity. Along the way, there should be some drama even before he makes his big entrance, assuming it's Billy Flynn in the role on Young and the Restless. At this point it has to be. He is the only actor who is supposed to be debuting, and it's a big deal, and they've made a big deal out of the mystery man. So, you know, it has to be him. But is Aristotle Dumas a Kane Ashby recast? Somebody new? Another recast? We'll see. I got fingers crossed for Kane. Young and the Restless. Sally worries. Nick asked Sharon Newman, Sharon Case, to be his +1, and then Phyllis just told him she's desperate to go to the party and she asked Nick for a ride on the Newman jet. But is Phyllis going to freak out if she finds Sharon on board when she would have preferred to be next party guest? Billy can't wait to meet the guy that he is hoping is going to take Victor down a notch or two. And of course, Phyllis is hoping to run Chancellor if Dumas gets it away from Nikki and Victor. But I'm guessing really Phyllis would want to run Chancellor to rub it in Billy's face that she has the family business. That's all I think it is. Sally's worried about delaying the launch, but Billy's intent on finding out what Dumas' deal is before they launch the new company. Jack and Diane will be there too. And of course, they're worried the Abbotts might be collateral damage. Young and the Restless. Will Adam get an invite? I do wonder if Adam's going to wrangle an invite or just have to sit and stew while he waits to get a phone call with the info. Lily is insanely curious to find out more about Damien's Genoa City are buzzing again, and for good reason. A familiar face from the daytime world is about to make his mark on the Young and the Restless. None other than Days of Our Lives' alum Billy Flynn, stepping into an all-new role that promises to shake up the established order. But it's not just his arrival making headlines. Claire Grace's growing influence and irresistible charm have started a ripple effect through the Newman and Abbott families, leaving everyone from Victor to Kyle wondering just what kind of magic she's working, and who she might enchant next. A new man in town. Billy Flynn's game-changing entrance. When word broke that Billy Flynn had been cast on The Young and the Restless, fans instantly started theorizing. Would he be connected to the Abbotts? Perhaps a long-lost cousin or a forgotten son of Jack's former flame. Or maybe he's tied to the Newmans, an old rival with a grudge against Victor, hiding behind a calm exterior and devastatingly charming smile. According to early teasers, Flynn's character, tentatively introduced as Evan Michaels, is a man with secrets buried under layers of charisma and cool intelligence. He's an entrepreneur with a mysterious connection to Genoa City's high society. Whispers suggest he may have once crossed paths with Nikki Newman during her philanthropic ventures or possibly tangled with Tucker McCall in business years ago. But what's capturing the audience most isn't just who Evan was. It's what he might become. Flynn has a natural magnetism that brings complexity to every scene. And already, insiders hint that his chemistry with Claire Grace, portrayed by Haley Aaron, is palpable from the first glance. Claire's second act, redemption, reinvention, and raw energy. After months of struggle and redemption, Claire Grace is finally stepping into the light. Once seen as the troubled young woman manipulated by her Aunt Jordan, Claire has steadily rebuilt her life with the support of her parents, Victoria and Cole, and the begrudging tolerance of Victor Newman. But now, she's starting to discover her true strength, and it's contagious. In recent episodes, Claire's sunny yet subtly mischievous personality has won over nearly everyone she encounters. From sweet chats with Harrison Abbott to heartfelt talks with Mariah and Tessa, Claire's newfound confidence is bringing warmth to every corner of Genoa City. She's become a symbol of what the Young and the Restless does best. Transformation through forgiveness and resilience. Fans online have been calling her the light of the Newmans, a refreshing counterbalance to the corporate chaos that defines her powerful family. And now, with Evan Michaels' sudden appearance, it seems Claire's light might be what draws him in, or what exposes his shadows. Sparks fly. Evan and Claire's intriguing connection. When Claire first meets Evan, it's under dramatic circumstances. Rumor has it the two cross paths during a charity gala hosted by Newman Enterprises. Claire, ever the optimist, is eager to help coordinate the event, using it as a way to prove her reliability to her mother. Meanwhile, Evan attends as a silent investor, but one who catches Victor's watchful eye immediately. The instant Claire and Evan lock eyes, something shifts. Their chemistry isn't just romantic. It's intuitive, almost magnetic. Claire's openness disarms him, while Evan's quiet intensity intrigues her. For the first time, someone isn't treating her like a fragile reminder of past mistakes but rather as a strong woman standing on her own. However, this being Genoa City, nothing is ever simple. There are already hints that Evan's interest in Claire may not be entirely innocent. Some speculate he's been hired to infiltrate Newman Enterprises or uncover buried corporate secrets. Others think he may genuinely fall for Claire, and that love will make him question his motives. Either way, their budding relationship is about to draw the attention of some very protective family members. Victoria's instincts and Victor's interference. Victoria Newman is torn. On one hand, she's thrilled to see her daughter smiling again, finding purpose, and connecting with someone outside the family bubble. But as soon as she hears the name Evan Michaels, something prickles her instincts. Victoria knows charm when she sees it, and she knows it can often mask danger. Victor, of course, doesn't wait for proof before acting. The moment he senses an outsider getting close to his granddaughter, he's ready to dig up every piece of dirt available. In Victor's world, trust must be earned, and few have passed that test. If Evan truly has ulterior motives, Victor will find them. But if his feelings for Claire are real, he's about to face the wrath of a man who protects his family with the force of an empire. Billy Abbott's perspective. A surprising ally. Across town, Billy Abbott finds himself surprisingly intrigued by the new man on the scene. He and Evan share a few common interests: business strategy, a sharp wit, and a touch of rebellion against authority. Some insiders say that Evan and Billy may even team up for a new venture that puts them at odds with Newman Enterprises, sparking old rivalries and new alliances. But when Billy notices how Claire lights up around Evan, his protective instincts toward the younger generation of Newmans might just kick in. After all, Billy knows what it's like to fall for the wrong person, and pay the price. Claire's contagious energy. Healing Genoa City. Despite the drama brewing around her, Claire's energy continues to spread like wildfire. She's volunteering at Crimson Lights, helping Sharon with mental health initiatives, and even stepping in to comfort Summer after a difficult conversation about her marriage. Genoa City hasn't seen someone this effortlessly kind and hopeful in years, and it's changing the town's atmosphere in subtle ways. People who once distrusted Claire are now inspired by her resilience. Even Adam Newman, the perennial black sheep, seems slightly softened by her optimism. It's as if Claire's redemption story is reminding everyone, from the Abbotts to the Newmans, that forgiveness isn't weakness. It's strength. What's next? Love, lies, and long overdue lessons. As autumn settles over Genoa City, Billy Flynn's debut marks the beginning of a fresh chapter. One that promises romance, deception, and emotional depth. Claire's journey toward peace will collide with Evan's mysterious past, forcing both to confront what they truly want. Power, love, or redemption. The question isn't just whether Evan is good or bad. It's whether Claire's contagious hope can change him, or whether his secrets will destroy the fragile happiness she's finally found. One thing's for sure, with Billy Flynn's arrival and Claire Grace's rise, The Young and the Restless is about to enter one of its most captivating eras yet. Genoa City may never be the same, and fans wouldn't have it any other way.